Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever heard the story of Jayaprana? If you have, let's listen to it again. And if you haven't already, let's sit and watch this video because here I will retell it. Once upon a time in the kingdom of Kalyani, a small village in North Bali, there lived a young man named Jayaprana. He is the only child left of a family affected by plague in the village. As an orphan, he had too courage to come and serve at the palace and was later accepted as the king's servant. In the palace, Jayaprana grew into a handsome, a brave, and intelligent young man and became the idol of the palace maid. Seeing that Jayaprana continued to grow, the king advised him to marry soon. The king ordered Jayaprana to choose one of the palace maids to be his wife, but Jayaprana did not want to marry palace maids. He wanted to marry an ordinary village girl, and with politely he said to the king, "Your Honor, I don't mean to reject the king's words. I want to marry, but not a palace maid. If I may, I will find a wife outside the palace." Hearing this, the king was not angry. He instead gave freedom to Jayaprana to choose his wife by saying, "Okay, Jayaprana, if that's what you want, I won't stop you from choosing a wife according to your heart's preference." Hearing that, Jayaprana very happy. Not long after that, Jayaprana came out and went to the market. And when he got there, he met a beautiful girl. Her name is Sari. Jayaprana fell in love with Sari at the first sight, and Sari also fell in love with him. Finally, Jayaprana found a beautiful soulmate. Not long after that, they finally get married, and on the wedding day, Jayaprana and Sari went to the king and saluted him. However, at this time, the king was shocked and speechless because of Sari's beauty. All are happy to continue Jayaprana and Sari wedding, but the kings become very agitated. In fact, the king secretly liked Jayaprana's wife and thought that Jayaprana was not compatible with Sari. With the senator's king, the king ordered his another servant, to kill Jayaprana in the way of acceptance by pretending to ask him to inspect a booth that was damaged by robbers. Before leaving, Jayaprana had advised his wife Sari by saying, Lion, sorry, my beautiful wife. If this flower wilts, it means I'm dead. I believe that if you faithful wait for me, our love will last forever. Hearing that, Lion Sorry was very sad, and then she sang for her husband. While traveling with the entourage, Jayaprana often gets bad feeling and knows that he will be destroyed. After arriving at Selutang, Pati Sanglit handed over a letter containing, Jayaprana, I ordered you to this place because I want to get rid of you. Saungali will behead you and Lion Sari will be my wife. After reading that letter, Jayaprana burst into the tears, while begging that the order not be carried out. However, he was also aware that the king's orders could not be refused. Moreover, he was cared for and raised by the king. While shedding tears, Jayaprana asked Pati Saungaling to kill him. Jayaprana's body was buried. Meanwhile, at the palace, Lion Sari was sure that something bad had happened to her husband. Then the flower her husband had given to her had withered. Seeing this situation, the king came to the Lion Sari and said, Lion Sari, my condolences for the death of your beloved husband. I understand how difficult it is for you to face it. Therefore, I come here to propose to you to be my wife. Lion Sari loudly refused and said, It's impossible. I'd rather die than be a slave to marry with someone who killed my husband. After saying these words, Lion Sari ran to the royal armory. The king kissed him quickly, but it was too late. Lion Sari took a dagger and stabbed himself. Blood spurted from her body. Then the king shouted and said, Lion Sari, what are you doing now? You're crazy. However, it was in vain because Lion Sari had killed himself, and the king's effort to get him had failed. Thank you.